There are 5 solid way that they have been doing, including Bihar the most. Yeah, other states are not 100% doing. You are doing, but not 100%. Maybe 50% to 60% around that. So we need you to do further, improve further. So what is the first to do? Maintain 300 ppb. Are you maintaining 300 ppb, all of you?
3,000 in India.
3,000?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's good. So you please help others to maintain 300 ppb. And the Bihar group, I was telling them 3,000. They said, no, you are outdated. I'm outdated again now when I go to Bihar. I'm running slower than the Bihar people. They are really fast. They said, no. 5,400 ppb every month they maintain. I don't know why they get that figure. 5,400 ppb every month. Every month. Can you imagine? They are ahead, and they have the initiative. They are innovative. They go on their own and breaking through the border. These are leadership quality. Now, something extra we have to learn from them. That is simple as that. So, are you going to do 3,000 from now on?
Yes.
Oh, some leader always wait for the last day of the month. Oh, it's still now thinking of ways, try to come out of it, you know. First they maintain 1,000, then the 3,000 they will see how. Somehow, that is not a good approach. Now, if all of you as active leaders were to maintain 3,000 ppb, the sales will reach 50 crores immediately. Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you know that? I made a study. If all of you active leaders getting bonus were to maintain 3,000, only those who earn 10,000 and above, who can afford, will make the sales 50 crores immediately. Can you imagine the power of 3,000 ppb? So please go back to your group, conduct training, conduct presentation, and lead them to maintain 3,000 ppb. Can you do that?
Yes.
Oh, not so loud. Yes or no?
Yes.
That should be the way. Next, you have to keep stock. Keep stock means, seed stock means you have to keep some, say 10, some at least 20,000 or 25,000 of stock in hand, so that you can travel anywhere to do the DXM business. Otherwise, as you travel to a remote control, India is so big, you travel so far away trying to do DXM business. You give a talk on the product, you give a talk on the marketing plan, and you can make so much of money. They become so excited. All of them want to buy product. Then you tell them, sorry, today I don't bring the product. If you want to buy, you give me the money. I will go back, and then I buy the money. I will come back and give it to you. That process will take you a few days. And who want to give you money first? No one will, right? Who knows you are going to cheat them? You take the money and you disappear. That won't work. So you have to bring with you, you influence them, you share with them. If they become excited, when they want to buy, you bring up your seed stock. Enough for you to sell in the session. As a leader, you take a session, they become excited, then they will buy. It's not that we do launching for cosmetic, launching Korean cosmetic. I went there, I had to talk. And not just to talk, in that talk, my target is at least 20 sets must be sold. And they have done. We talk, after that, more than 20 of them buy. Everyone buy one set. That should be the way, When you talk, it's not just to talk, but to make them realize how good are our product, how good is our product. Got that? So we must keep seed stock. And to maintain 3,000 ppb is not affordable by many people, especially the newcomer. They cannot afford. It's too much for them to bear. What you need to do? you train them to sell the product. Train them. You have to buy at one shop 3,000 ppv, something like 10,000 rupees, right? You don't have to buy one shot. You can buy today, say maybe 1,000 rupees of product. Then tomorrow you go and sell. After selling, you bring the money back, you buy again. Then you go and sell. You come back, you buy again, you go and sell. After 1 month, if you make a sales of 3,000 ppv, you qualify. See that? See that?
Yes.
And that's how you have to train your downline. Because it's too heavy the burden for them to maintain 3,000 ppv, and they cannot consume so much per month, most likely, and they can afford as well. What should you do? Train them to sell the product. This is the key of success for the Latin America, for the Bihar people, and for the Nepalis. They don't have money. They were very poor. Not just poor, very poor. They have never come to Patna before. Can you imagine? That poor, and yet they can maintain 3,000 ppv. How could they do that? They buy, they go and sell. After selling, they bring the money, they buy again. Repeatedly, over a period of less than 1 month, they make it 3,000. After having made that, they say not enough. They all commit to sell 5,400 now. They push up the sale. As a leader, they demand, if you cannot, I help you, I help you. And somehow they make it. This collective action. So can you do retail sales?
Yes.
Oh, many people has become cow ambassador, cow diamond. They refuse to sell anymore, you know. Then again is a problem. I'm not saying you and you, please, yeah. I don't mean I'm trying to share. No? If whether you are cow ambassador or cow diamond or member or star diamond, you cannot stop selling. This is the stream of the cash flow and the bonus. Where you get the bonus? From the sales of the product. If no sale, no bonus. It's not from the recruitment, it's from the sales. So you have to create sales. How to create sales? You create demand by your talk, by your sharing of information, your knowledge about the product. When they get influenced, they know, they realize they will buy. Yeah? So please train your downline to do retail sale. Retail sale is very crucial for you to be successful. Next, do recruitment. You have to do recruitment. Many people, many leaders, when they reach certain position, 4 years ago I came here, may I know what is your position? I am double diamond. Oh, that time I feel excited. 4 years later I come back, what is your position? Still double diamond. You are still double diamond? No? Some are crown diamond. After 4 years come back, still crown diamond. Problem, you know, you don't grow. Why you don't grow? Because you don't do these 4 things. Most likely, yeah. So you have to grow. There's no limit in the marketing plan. Even as a crown ambassador, you have 20 lines. Can you add more lines?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You can add another 20 to become double crown ambassador.
Yes.
And the more line you build, the more income you will get. The more income. That's why the income ranging as a crown ambassador, yeah, from some at least 10,000 USD. Those who are active to 100 USD per month. We have our crown ambassador. Not throughout the world, we have 31 now. Some more than 100,000 USD per month. Some even less than 10,000. We are saying average is 25,000 USD a month. This group, yeah, we make a study, 25,000 USD per month every month. Are you making that? If you are not, if you are at the lower range or even lower, that means you have to do something from now. Do something, yeah. What are the something you need to do? This fighting, duplication as well, yeah? How you become successful in DXN? You duplicate. What you need to duplicate, just duplicate these 4 things, enough. To start this 4 things, keep on doing from day 1 you join DXN until you die. Don't stop, keep on doing as you are doing, naturally you will grow in status, naturally the money will come in. That is the natural process. It depends on your effort, your investment of time and effort into this business. Nothing comes free. It is what you have done now, your effort. So can you do this 5 things now?
Yes.
5 things?
Yes.
All the leaders?
Yes.
If you don't know how to do this, we can import the leaders from Bihar. We can import the leader from Malaysia, Ligikam. Oh, he is extremely good, you know. 4 years ago, Mr. Ligikam, our current ambassador, 4 years ago, he found out that, oh, these Nepalis are very aggressive in Malaysia. Malaysia, we have 2,000 Nepalis as immigrants to work in Malaysia, 200,000. And he found out that they are very aggressive. They follow, submitted to this system, and they keep on doing whatever. 4 years later today, he has got 500 star diamond under him from Nepalis. 500 star diamond, and 40,000 out of 200,000 of Nepalis in Malaysia become DXN member. And the Nepalis were so poor. When they come to Malaysia, working day and night overtime, every month they earn only 500 USD. 500 means a lot to them. Basic pay in Malaysia is some 300 USD. Basic. You come, you get 300 normal hour. But if you work hard, you can easily earn overtime, OT, another 200. Average 500 USD. And to maintain the product, for 300 Malaysian BBB, you need some 1,000 RM, is 250 USD, half of the salary. And yet they maintain. How can we do that? They don't have much time, but they buy and sell. Mr. Ligikau teach them on retail sale. They go and sell and come back, go and sell and come back. After 4 years, none of the active star diamond earn less than 1,000 USD per month. None. And when that happened, at the top, there are a handful of them earn more than 10,000 USD per month. Nepalese. And they work in the factory only 500 USD. But they still have to work because they need the permit, right? They stay in Malaysia, they don't want to work overseas. Time's up, they go. They do DXM business, They become very successful. And what happened to Mr. Ligikau? Every month, from this group alone, 50,000 USD per month. Just like that. 4 years, hardly 5 years. Simple as that. And this is the model of business I share with you, right? I pick up from their experience. Here, if you do the same, 3 years to come, you will change people's life. They become successful. None of you here will earn less than 1 lakh. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
Yes, we have to commit, you know. If you want to do DXN, you don't just take it for granted. You come for comfort, you come to listen to my talk. We mean business. We mean business. Now, we want you to be successful. Okay, next. How is your life with DXN? How is your life?
Fine. Fantastic.
Oh, so quiet.
Great.
Get or not?
Great.
Okay, I share with you my life with DXN. I joined DXN in 2003, October, After that many years, my life is great life changing. Keep on changing, keep on improving in quality, and I enjoy doing that. Now, 61 years old. I'm still doing the exam. Yeah. Enjoy doing it. Malaysian, 55 years old with pension, retired. No? But I enjoy. No? Instead of motivating you, I get motivated by you. Always. No? I enjoy. No? Okay, so here, great life. You see, I travel in the private jet of DXN with Dr. Lim. Yeah? See? And then I enjoy too. And here we go to Europe, same private jet for leadership camp October. This one ITSI. I can never experience that if not because of DXN. When I was small, I was extremely poor as the son of a farmer. Extremely poor. Working one hard day is only 1 ringgit Malaysian at that time. And I spent most of my time in the farm, in the jungle. No people around, shifting cultivation those days. Huh? And you don't meet anybody, only work day and night work in order to survive. And every time I hear an aeroplane coming from far away, an aeroplane is coming now. What I do? I will run quickly to the top of one hill where I build a place, nice place, so that I can squat there, no? And waiting for the aeroplane. I will see. Then the aeroplane will leave a tail behind, you know. Then I will see the tail start to disperse. Not disperse. For 1 hour I will sit there to enjoy. Then I start to dream. One day I want to travel in the aeroplane to the world. That was my childhood dream. So when I joined the XN, the main reason Dr. Lim asked me, why you want to join the XN? I said, I want to go to the world. And very good, you join now. Immediately, you know, without interview. Just one sentence, Dr. Lim recruited me. Just like that. And through the XN, I've gone to more than 60 countries. You see? Life is great. And you spend nothing. You spend nothing. Every month I spend not even a single penny. For how many years? 15 years. Everything paid by the company. Every money I earn is in my bank. And I don't know how much because I have a finance minister and home minister, my wife. I work, she's the finance minister. I don't spend, all spend by company. So how much I will save? And this is called financial freedom, right? By relating to my childhood, it's so much different. Yeah, it's great, life changing. And now you see, can you see? Can you see the new year? Two years ago, I was in Varanasi. 2 or 3 years ago, yeah, Varanasi with the crowd, and it is an honor for them to wear this for me. Is it the tradition? Yes. So I really like this picture, and I have become a new person. In India, you have transformed me into a new person, you know. Oh, I feel really great, you know. Even standing in front of you, I feel very honored. Yeah? Okay. Even if you let me talk 10 hours, I don't feel tired, no? So next, this is the new you, no? You travel everywhere, and you also travel in business class. Now, life is great. From nothing, no? From extremely poor, you come to this level. But this is very dangerous. When you become a new person like this, it's very dangerous. Why? Let me share with you. I keep on reminding myself, don't go into that situation for myself, because I have seen too many become extremely successful. From very poor to become very rich, yeah, 23,000 to 17 lakhs within a few years. Oh, this is something very hard to imagine, right? But when you are at that level, be careful. You have transformed yourself into a new person, and this new you can be disastrous. disastrous. Why? These are from my analysis. That's right. It's to remind myself and also for you, because from now on many of you will become more and more successful. We cannot stop it anymore. The engine of growth is going on. We will still to keep on growing, you know. You like it or not, your income will keep on increasing. I can assure you, especially the top leaders here, if you have a good network, your bonus will keep on growing from now for 5 years to come. That is for sure. Okay. But what happened is, why it can be disastrous? Your ego. When you are at this level, yeah, very high, you change into another person, your ego. I don't want to listen to you. You listen to me, okay? I do want to respect you. You want to respect me. Yeah? I'm CMO, you know. I'm crown ambassador, you know. I'm crown. I have changed, you know. I'm not just a member, you know. You are only a member. You are only a star agent. Who are you to talk to me like that? See? Ego. So please control, yeah? Next time, try to control. Then, another one is over proud. You are over proud. Oh, you're so proud of yourself. You are so rich. You are at the top. Now you travel with a DSM private jet. You travel, you know, you feel so proud. So much so that you have isolated from those who have been with you for all this year, who even have supported for you to be successful. You forget about your past, how you come to this position. For me, I can never forget all of you in my heart. Yeah, we have gone through, yeah? Yeah, we have gone through the struggle. I can never forget that 2 years in the accent in India. So here, don't be over pride now. Try to isolate yourself from others now, and these are dangerous. And don't be greedy. And this is another problem, no? You can never have enough. After private jet, what else you want? After business class, what else you want? After you have so much of money, what else you want? Never ending. Never ending, yeah? So don't be so greedy. Greed means here, you try to ask for something you are not entitled. You are not deserved to. Now, some people say, if you don't pay for me, I will not come here. You abuse your upline. As upline, you earn so much from me. Now, if the company want to charge some fee for the training, you have to pay for me. If you don't pay for me, I don't want to go. You abuse your upline. Greedy, no greed, no? Some people become at the top already. If the company don't pay for me, I will not go. That can be a problem as well, right? All these combined together can be even more dangerous. You expect the game played to your rules, and that is even worse. Now, company together with you, we have the norm, we have the practice, we have to uphold together, and all have to follow. But when you are at the top, you want to change the rule. If I am that person, I can change the rule now, but how it will affect you? It will affect you very much, because I can make the decision to change, and you too, right? You can influence me, you can influence yourself to make change of rule. That can be very dangerous. So don't demand others to change the rule for you, just for you. No, we follow the rules now that are acceptable to all. Now, and that is very important. So remember, yeah, be mindful. Hello?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm not saying now, I'm saying 3 years to 5 years to come. You will experience a quantum leap in your life. Those who are committed, you are going to experience great change in your life, whether financially or as a person. We are going to train you to change as a person, from a member to a crown ambassador, yeah? From a follower to be a leader, from an audience to be a presenter, from a trainee to be a trainer. All these are transformation from a normal member to become a world-class, international and professional networker. And that is what we want to make you transform into this. But it takes years, yeah? It takes years, not overnight. That cannot be done. Don't believe that. We have ample time with you, but you have to submit to the system. And that's what I'm sharing with you. So these are what I hope you can take in mind. Do you remember your life before the exam? Many of you, yeah, come from the poor. Because of the exam, they become successful. Huh? So what happened? Maybe in the past they don't have a house to stay. Now, or they have quarters to stay. And do you remember your children died before the exam? When you are so poor, you cannot afford good education for them. Now, and they have poor education, they don't have good proper clothes, no, they don't have the branded one, they go to school, their classmates, no, I'm wearing this shoe, can you see? What kind of shoe? Branded. I'm wearing this shirt, I'm using this bag, I'm having a handphone. And what do you have? Nothing. Because your parents cannot afford. What happened? They become timid, they shy away, no? They shy away.
Yes.
That will affect their life. Now they will affect their personality. The early growth in their life is very important. Just like me, I have that defect. No? From being poor, I know how we suffer. No? Go to school, I only can have one shoes, no? And that shoe have to wear for one whole year. No? And every day go to school, I walk 1 hour to school and walk 1 hour back. After 3 months, you have a hole, no? And that hole you still have to walk with it, no? After 6 months, worn out already. You still have to walk barefooted with the cover at the top. How do you feel? How do you feel? That kind of situation, yeah? So remember, think about all this before the exam, and one day you become successful, you earn at least 1 lakh to 10 lakhs or even more, your life will be different. So remember, your future may be your past. Meaning, if you have done so much wrong or violation, then you can be in big trouble. The company will take action against you. Remember? When we set up the MI, we have no choice but to terminate 38 star diamond to count ambassador. To count diamond. You remember that? We have no choice because they break the rule and they affect the whole network now. No choice. Company have to maintain and uphold the rules and regulations. Otherwise, we would not have gone to this level. Am I? So remember, don't do something very wrong. And one other thing you should not do, I'm trying to share with you these 5 things. These 5 things, I believe some of you even now may have been doing as well. Maybe on a smaller scale. But as you grow, you can't help but involve in all this malpractice unless you are mindful. Oh, I'm not going to do. Oh, I'm not going to do. Just like me. Oh, I will not do this. I will not. I have a list which I will not do now. So you have to be mindful because we are human enough. Not human enough. We can easily go into such situation. That is very dangerous. So I'm sharing with you, please don't do underpricing.